What's up, guys? My name is Jack, and I am here playing Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Honestly, I didn't play the first game, and so I don't know what this is about at all. I just know that a lot of people actually really like this game and have been giving it good reviews, and so I just really wanted to play it while it's still new. Well, I actually don't even know when it came out, honestly. But it seems like it's relatively new since everyone's posting about it. So I know one person said that you didn't need to play the first game to understand the second game because they'll like explain it relatively well to where you're not lost. So we're gonna see how well I pay attention. Um, I know this is a medieval game, and you're playing as a guy named Henry. Um, and there's horses and sword fighting, and your consequences or your actions have consequences. Your consequences have consequences. Good job. All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna see if this is my type of thing. At the beginning of the 15th century, the kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. King Wenceslas, oh, Roman numerals, that's no good, is taken captive by rebellious nobles and his brother King. Only a handful of loyalists stand by the rightful king. Okay. I missed the second part though, because I was too busy being traumatized by a Roman numeral.
Keep firing! Don't
Huh.
stop!
Uh, stick that it's like a cannon on a stick.
We need more arrows! Need help here, damn it! You, grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep!
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out!
Ooh.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze.
Oh.
Get ready! Take cover!
Yeah. Did that make the gate fall? You guys need to like,
A rude awakening, eh?
I don't know, protect the gate. Get to the bridge.
Make it count.
Am I Godwin? I thought I was supposed to be Henry. Oh.
Lord, the gates!
go up the stairs to the front ramparts. Oh, they got a second gate.
Get up there quick! We have to repel them!
There's a lot going on. I will do as I'm told.
Shoot him!
Defend the front ramparts. Oh, there's an enemy. How do you load and aim the crossbow by holding down L2? And I assume oh, fudge. I hope that was an enemy.
Got him!
Is there a way to... How do I...
Now you're
Oh,
finished.
okay, I had to back up. Okay,
Die, you swine!
I missed. Good job, stupid.
Now you're
I should probably not aim at things that are moving. Or people with shields.
Get ready! They're coming inside!
Oh no.
Wait, move downstairs! We can handle it here!
Yeah, I wasn't really helping. Do I have a sword?
Get over here with that crossbow! Join the line! Return! Cover!
Join the line? What, you mean like here? Is there a way to squat? Like, behind? I'm trying. I don't think I'm doing anything. Holy cow.
Get ready for another attack! This one's not bad! Die!
L1.
Now your sword and follow me! Then
My sword? How? Do I have... Okay, I have my sword out somehow. Why am I following you? Fight R2. Press R2 to attack. By holding L2, you can defend yourself while you're free to look around. Where is the enemy? Red.
see that coming, eh?
Just just back in the crowd. Approach a ladder. Enemies are using to climb. There you go.
You haven't a chance.
I know the game's installed. I'm playing it. My god.
That won't work on me.
Oh, hey. I don't know what this star thing is. Is he dead? Can I have a shield?
Get away from me.
Oh! Wait.
That ladder down or they'll overrun us.
Why am I not using it? I thought I was gonna pick it up. Just start collecting everything like normal. Can I do wield? Oh, hey! Hi!
To me. Get from behind.
Yeah. Wait. No, you're good. You're yellow.
Knock it down.
Oh! Am I supposed to be knocking it down? So much for listening.
You got it. Overrun us.
Knock it down. Knock it down. X. X. Knock it down. X. Took me forever to figure that out. That's so sad. This just reminded me of frickin' Lord of the Rings at Helm's Deep. Except, like, I suck. He don't look good. Why does he have his face mask thing up? Why doesn't he pull it down? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, well the face mask was not going to help you there.
I don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Your armor did not work.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that.
What does that mean?
Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Oh.
Everyone to the tower!
We're losing. Oh, there's a village. Is that like the end of the game? But now we're gonna go back to how I got there? As not Godwin? Several weeks earlier.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you rat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does it actually mean?
O Dentes Fortuna Juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
Oh.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Is that like I wouldn't say a house, like a mansion where someone lives, like they own all that. It's not a town with a fort. It's not a fort. Oh, fudge,
Well,
I'm on a
Henry,
horse.
Looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Wait, I wasn't. Yeah.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
No, I think he's probably just lazy. He didn't want to do it.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
I I see.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking down in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Oh, it's a puppy.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, eh? Oh, no, eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Oh.
Sir.
Oh, they got more people.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Yes, because that seems very
Besides,
friendly.
Don't stand a chance against them.
That is true.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this
Yes,
usually
Ramos.
how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
There's too many names. I'm never gonna remember. It's an important
This is
document, but you
indeed
just
the seal of the Lords of Lipa.
handed it over.
And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
Ah,
So it would appear we are enemies.
oh, don't make me talk.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
What is your playstyle? Soldier likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand and wear a strong suit of armor. He is also infamous for his short temper. Advisor prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and a kind word. Scout likes to hide in the shadows and solve tasks silently, undetected, and by stealth. Choosing a playstyle will give you some starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop next is up to you. Well, I didn't know that I was choosing. I guess I'll be an advisor to a nobleman and an envoy.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Oh, fuck. You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you will have a choice of some of the options below that define how you will react. But beware, persuasion requires the other party to believe you. Uh, the persuasion skill is influenced by your other stats and skills. You can find detailed descriptions in your inventory under the player tab. So, speech, you try to handle the situation peacefully and without conflict. Coercion, you say anything to get your way, even using lies and manipulation. Charisma, you make use of your noble appearance and good reputation. Domination, you make it clear to the other person that you're superior to them. Might, you try to come across as a hero and protector of the weak. Dread, when reasoning doesn't work, threats might. Okay, we'll see if I can remember that. Many situations can be solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you'll have several options of how to react, but be warned the other party won't always believe you. And then there's my coin, and it's showing my stats on what I'm good at. Reputation with the counterparty is a sun. Persuasion is not about picking the highest number, it's about who you're talking to, what you look like, what your reputation is. For example, threatening a bunch of thugs with violence alone is usually pointless, just like claiming to be a noble man with straw sticking out of your boots. Okay, we'll see how well this goes. Okay, how do I close? Yeah, that little son is not happy. Okay. By choosing speech, you will try to resolve the situation using your diplomatic skills, or try appealing to your noble appearance. People are more inclined to believe a well-dressed lord than a beggar. Alternatively, try to convince the counterparty of your chivalry and offer your martial skills and strength. Uh, which this is the might, and that was speech, which is like a persuasion, and this is the I can't remember what they called it, but we can help with the bandits.
We want to negotiate an alliance. We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all, you haven't been able to track them down, so we can take matters into our own hands. So move aside, and let us, dutiful knights, pass.
Don't provoke me, boy. You're
Oh,
passed to a place you don't want to be. Didn't you
I
say you were a scribe? Or are you trying to tell me you're a knight and a scribe? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself.
well, he
We've
said
come on
more
the
than I thought
orders
he was
of
going to.
Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
The only reason why I chose to scribe is because I wanted the abilities for
Sorry
it.
about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God. What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Do we have like a tent? Or some type of
Come on,
sleeping bag
fellas. We'll camp here on the bank.
equivalent?
At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Bothering me.
Oh, pebbles. Everyone else.
Abandon the company.
I'm not abandoning. I was looking at the horses. My God.
Stop bothering me, mutt.
I want the dog. Okay, so I can't
Henry, call that dog to heel.
call.
Heel.
Hold.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Oh God. The player menu is where you can find all sorts of important information about Henry and the surrounding world. It is divided into six sections, between which you can move to the right and left. You can see which section of the player menu you are in the upper signpost. Previous panel, item info, upper signpost, map, journal, inventory, player, crafting codex, player. If you want to go directly from the game to one of the player menu sections, you can use up for maps or down for inventory. L2 and R2 navigates between sections of the player menu. Oh, fudge. So for inventory, I have hats, helmets, hoods, rings, daggers, weapon slots. I have 4 different weapons. A belt, necklace. I don't know what a gambeson is. Got bag slots and an outfit. Henry's current stats. If you have selected an item that affects Henry's stats, you can see it here. And so I can see how dirty or bloody an item is. Poison is applied to the item. Item is stolen. And then the item's quality, how much money, and how encumbered I am. Henry has this item equipped in one or more of his outfits. Name, equipped items, amount, strength, quality, weight, and price. And then I can drop things or I can edit my belt. What can be done with the selected item? Player menu, putting armor on armor. Putting on armor has a few important rules that must be followed. Properly assembled armor will protect you to the best. Head protection under helmet. You must always wear additional head protection under your helmet, such as a coif or hood. The helmet itself will protect you from being cut, while the protection underneath absorbs heavy impacts. Gambeson under chest armor. A gambeson is a long, thick, padded shirt that forms a cushioning layer between your body and the metal of the armor that protects you. Quilted hose under leg armor. Like a gambeson, quilted hose create a soft layer between your body and the plates on your legs. Shoes under spurs. To properly use spurs, you must first put on some shoes. Outfits. You can create 3 outfits for different occasions in the inventory and switch between them on the fly. Each outfit is marked with its coat of arms, and every item you are equipped with in that outfit is marked the same way. Multiple coat of arms of an item means that you have it equipped in multiple outfits. Using outfits, you can create a full plate armor set for close combat, a sneaking outfit for stealthy business, or even a dapper ensemble for when you want Henry to make a good impression. And I can switch my outfit by pressing triangle. Oh! This is a lot. Okay. Holy. Ho. Okay. So that's the journal quest. Okay, too far. Item info. So I have quest items and others. And this is everything. Can I put this on my head? It shows where it goes. So before putting on a helmet, you need to equip padded protection in the coif spot. So padded coif, and then and ta-da. Now I look like Godwin. Is my last name Godwin? Am I Henry Godwin? I don't know. Does this make my... So this increases noise and visibility. Um, so does that. Conspicuousness goes down by 50, so I become very conspicuous. Okay. Oh God. In the player tab, you can find all important information about Henry's stats, abilities, and current status. Throughout the game, you'll earn perk points, which you can use to improve your stats, skills, and warfare capabilities. In the other tabs, you'll find buffs that can temporarily affect Henry's status. Your reputation and places you've been, recall combos, or check the status of your animal companions. So stats, secondary skills, combat combos, buffs, reputation statistics, and sidekicks. Okay. So I have perks. So 0 available perk points, but I have 7 out of 7. Oh fudge. Um so oh no, stop. Indicates how distinctive your appearance is and affects how long it takes for people to recognize you when they see you. The lower your conspicuousness, the longer it will take them to notice you. If your conspicuousness is very low, for example, an enemy might notice you from a distance, but you'll be able to hide again before he realizes exactly what he saw. It's derived from the average conspicuousness of your outer garments. Distinctive fine clothing and expensive armor are typically very conspicuous. Bland pieces, on the other hand, less so. Okay. So, ah, okay. Okay. We will. Oh, there's alchemy. Okay. Craftsmanship, drinking. Drinking? Why is drinking a skill? As your drinking skill increases, alcohol will have less of an effect on you. Therefore, you won't get drunk as quickly, and if you do, the hangover will be milder and pass sooner. You'll also be at less risk of succumbing to a pernicious addiction through frequent drinking. But beware, however, high your drinking skill, you will never completely rid yourself of the risk of addiction. Unsurprisingly, you can increase your drinking skill by drinking all sorts of alcohol or alcohol-based alchemical potions. What happens if I'm addicted? Will I just have to drink? Houndmaster. The art of dog handling is highly valued. Yours will become more obedient, stronger in combat, and slower to tire when hunting. Additionally, you can gain perks that allow you to give your dog new commands. Okay, we will look at other things later, I guess, as we go along. But apparently, there's a bunch of different weapons. And I just suck at unarmored. This is my reputation with a bunch of people that do not like me, especially the people of the forest, for some reason. And then a bunch that I don't know. Ah, my puppy! Dogs with low obedience may not respond to all commands or may run off from time to time. On the other hand, a high obedience level means your dog is stronger and more likely to obey your commands. My current command is heal. Okay. Crafting. This is where I can craft things. Oh, I got herbs. Codex. Codex. Ooh, there's things to read about these people. And I've told myself when there's codexes, I would actually read. So, this is all I've got to do right now. There's the map. So, find something to eat for Mutt and feed him. I can figure that out, hopefully. Alright, so I just need a moment and I'll be right back. Gotta go do something real quick. Alright, so I am back. So I'm in the Codex looking at armor. In the 14th century, manufacturing capabilities expanded, leading to the production of stronger and often combined armors. Older chainmail armors transitioned to plate armor due to advancements in steel processing and the ability to forge larger pieces of metal on automatic hammers. Soldiers' heads were protected by helmets such as Cervelier, known as the Iron Hat, bassinets, bassinets? Okay, and helms. I'm probably saying it wrong. Armors were crafted by armorers or helmet makers, typically from a single piece of hardened plate. Skullcaps, bassinets, or riveted together from several smaller pieces. Cervelier. A selle. The finest armor of the early 15th century was considered that made in German and Italian lands. Combined type armors were used by heavy cavalry. They consisted of chainmail supplemented with plate armor, covering the limbs and simpler forms of cuirasses, plate coats, or quilted jackets. Some plate coats and breastplates were equipped with a hook for the knight's spear. If the armor lacked a hook, the spear was inserted into a slot in the shield, which covered the left arm, controlling the reins and the lower part of the helmet. A widely used helmet was the bassinet selle, with a distinctly shaped visor nicknamed the dog snout. Additionally, iron hats with one or two eye slots were frequently depicted in visual sources. Shoulders were protected either by chainmail sleeves or small pauldrons. An indispensable part of the armor was the shield. So the dog snout is probably that upper right. Although it doesn't make me think. No, no. The upper right makes me think of like frickin' um a penguin. Honestly, maybe it's talking about the bottom right one then, because that's more rounded like a dog's nose. Combat technique. Oh. In the High Middle Ages, new elements of combat techniques and weapons and armor emerged. Curved sabers became popular, and chainmail was replaced by plate armor. Knights preferred heavier swords, crossbows, and impact weapons such as maces and flails, which is probably why they had to go back. Well, not go back, but they had to go to plate armor because it's heavier and probably more durable than chainmail. Not that I'm an expert or know anything. I'm just assuming. Only wealthy nobles could afford full armor. Usually only partial metal armor was worn, and more than for protection, the focus was on combat technique. For this reason, sword fighting developed in two ways. A. Knightly swordsmanship, fighting with a spear, sword, and shield in full heavy armor. B. Common swordsmanship for lightly armored fighters who fought with swords and common weapons such as, oh fudge, I don't even know what that is, falchions, flails, scythes, staves, etc. In battles between lightly armored and heavily armored fighters, speed, agility, and cleverness often won. Therefore, swordplay also interested the poorer parts of society. They gradually started to be educated in sword fighting schools. The training was not very professional, being based more on dexterity, readiness, and the use of various available means besides weapons. Precise contemporary descriptions of duels are lacking, so historians rely on mentions in literature or preserved visual material. Dugout shelters. A dugout shelter is a form of smaller and more makeshift housing, one room dug into the ground with steps leading down into it. It was covered with a simple thatched roof. These were home to poor people, or a provisional shelter for woodcutters, charcoal burners, and shepherds who did not live in them all year round. Okay. Pennants and banners. In the heart of battle in the Middle Ages, where most of the combatants had the same or similar equipment, the standard banner or pennant was often the only way to differentiate friend from foe. Standards also helped lift morale and organize the various units during troop movements. As the turn of the 14th and 15th centuries, standards and banners were the shape of extended triangles, upright rectangles, or squares. Flags were fashioned from colored canvas or silk, and the depictions of emblems were painted on them. Most often, the coats of arms of the representative feudal lords. Cavalry carried small standards on their spears, and craftsmen who were members of the guilds also had their own banners. The guild banner was emblematic of the profession and was shown at public ceremonies and at army and other ostentatious events. The banner of the Bohemian lands dates back to the 13th century and depicts gulls, a lion, rampant Q, Forche argent, example, a two-tailed silver lion raised on its hind legs on a red background. Okay. The banner is topped with a triangle point and it is referred to as a pennant. Okay. Instead of a banner, but technically they're the same thing, is what I'm thinking that means. Fudge, there's quite a few. Ah! Okay. Sources of light. The main source of light after sunset in households was fireplaces and hearths. When that was insufficient, torches, flambeaux were used to illuminate pathways or dwellings in the Middle Ages, along with lanterns, oils, lamps, and candles. Ceramic or metal oil lamps had a bowl shape, sometimes with a handle. A wick immersed in oil was used in these, and later wax was added. In wealthier households, chandeliers were hung from the ceiling with chains. In villages, simple lamps burned tallow instead of vegetable oils. I don't know what tallow is. And split wood torches were used. And honestly, I didn't realize that they had chandeliers. I did not pay attention in history at all. Tallow candles were smelly, smoky, and melted quickly. They needed to be wiped and the tallow collected for reuse, which is why they were placed in holders with a bowl. In Central Europe, beeswax was considered an extraordinarily expensive commodity in the Middle Ages and was even used as a form of payment for guild fees. Payments in wax. That's like a fun little fact. There we go. Weapons. Humans have been using weapons made of wood, stone, bone, and antlers since the Paleolithic era. Initially, due to the materials used, piercing weapons like spears, knives, and arrows were the most common. Later, with advancements in metalworking techniques, slashing weapons such as daggers, axes, and swords began to be produced. Besides these two traditional types, we also know of striking, throwing, handheld firearms, artillery, and positional weapons. In the medieval period, spears, halberds, and crossbows were common. In villages, agricultural tools were often used as weapons. From the 14th century, cannons using gunpowder, known in China much earlier, started to be used in Europe, and firearms began to spread gradually. Records of the use of handheld firearms in Bohemia date back to the reign of Wenceslas. Is that four? With their use documented in 1398 during the siege of the Archbishop's court in Kije near Prague. 6 of 86? My God. That's going to be a lot of reading. 431, 1 to 67. That's the shortest one. Okay. So we read those at least. We will come back and read the other ones eventually. Probably should have read events.